What's up, y'all? What's good? Let me see if I wipe these lens off with things look a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe. I think it looks about the same. What y'all up to tonight? I'm gonna let some people jump up in this stream. This is just an impromptu live stream. Hey, what up, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Oh, wow. Do y'all hear about what's going on in Seattle right now? Okay, so basically, Seattle is like going crazy. They got a whole autonomous zone where like people have taken over the blocks in Seattle and no police can go there. And it's just like a free zone. Basically, people go down there and take stuff and donate it. And then people go down there and like take stuff. Not take stuff, but get stuff. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. What's up, everyone? What's up, neighbor? What's up, neighbor? Do you live in my building or something? I'm just curious. Sean, what's up? Hey, I'm at work. Hey, at work. How about you? Oh, I'm just at home, just chilling for now. What did I miss today? I missed a lot in the city today. Dude, Seattle looks pretty crazy. I want to go to Seattle soon. I really want to go to Seattle soon. I want to go everywhere. Okay, cool. How was it working today? Oh, working was good. Working was really good. They also yeah, they took over the police station. I think it's insane. Oh, just in SF. What's up, SF? People in SF, what's good tonight? Big thanks for live streaming SF. You know, I was gonna go to protest this week, but the reason why I didn't go to protest this week is because I just I don't know. Protest it's exhausting, yo. It's hot, thirsty, your feet hurt. And I'm also I don't know. I kind of had other things I had to do, so I couldn't just go to protest every day. Yeah, the riot videos were wild. And anyway, there's no more riot videos. Like now, it's just peaceful protesting, and peaceful protesting is, it's not as eye catching as people looting shops. You know what I'm saying? People looting shops. People are just like, wow. Like people really want to see that. But peaceful protesting, I mean, people want to see it, but it's not as in high demand. Are you going to make one big video with looting highlights? You know what? I can. That's a really good idea. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people in the same situation. They want to go to protest, but they have kids or they have something else keeping them from going. Maybe they're married and they want to go, but their spouse doesn't want to go, you know? There's a lot of scenarios that'll keep people not wanting to go to a protest. And also the whole fact of you never know what can go down that protest, you know? I'm getting some pizza right now. So what have y'all been up to? I've been like away from the internet for a couple days. Let me take that back. I just haven't been posting videos in the past couple days. Today was chilly, yo. Cold out there today. What's the temperature at, like, where y'all at? Cause I'm over here, got my jacket on. Eating some pizza. What y'all up to right now? What's going on? Y'all quiet in the stream. Do y'all want me to go run around? What's a good pizza place in SF? So this right here is diet pizza. Homeless Eye taking over Dolores Street. Are they really? I haven't been to Dolores in a minute. I don't know if Alex is coming to LA. I think it just really depends on. I think it really depends on like if things are open. You know what I mean? Because if things aren't open, if I was Alex, I wouldn't come. And I'm pretty sure if things aren't open, he's probably not gonna come. But Alex may want to go to Florida because Florida is actually open. Did you see that Starbucks is canceling now? They don't support black laws. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why Starbucks flipped their switch like that. Well, you know, probably why Starbucks flipped their switch like that is because Starbucks was part of the corporation Target. So basically, Target was the number one corporation target because Target kept getting hit. But Starbucks was a part of that too. Okay? Starbucks was a part of that. Like, a lot of Starbucks stores got looted. And think about it. Why would you loot a Starbucks store? Like, there's not even anything in there to really take. Unless you want to take some coffee. And people looting, they're not gonna go steal some Starbucks coffee and go home and make it. No. So, like, them fucking with Starbucks was like, I mean, them messing with Starbucks was just sort of like a slap in the face, you know, because it makes sense to go after clothing stores. They have something to take, you know, but Starbucks, for them to just burn the Starbucks, that's sort of like, that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of like saying, look, Starbucks, fuck you, we don't like you. And Starbucks probably feels like, okay, all right, since so many of our stores got destroyed in this Black Lives Matter protest, like maybe we should be against this shit, you know? I mean, so honestly, like I don't really knock Starbucks. Like Starbucks, they don't wear that shit in our stores. I see it, you know, because that's probably how they feeling right now. They probably like, what y'all destroy our stores for, you know? So that's just their way of fighting back. And anyway, if you think about it, if someone gets Starbucks, don't they like they have a uniform on to a certain extent? Well, no, they don't have a uniform. They just had an apron on. I guess so. I thought Starbucks stores had like uniforms. I know like I don't know. I don't really just go to Starbucks. Like I know for sure they have some sort of dress code. Maybe if they don't have a uniform, they have like maybe you have to wear like a Hawaiian shirt or something like that in different locations. I don't know. I don't work at Starbucks. I mean, I go to Starbucks every once in a while. It's not like I go to Starbucks that much. But if I gotta go to Starbucks and get my drink to go, like I'm probably not gonna go to Starbucks. You know what I mean? It's one thing if I'm going to Starbucks and sitting down and having a drink and charging my phone or like just sitting, chilling, going to the toilet or one thing. But then it's another thing when I have to like get my coffee and I have to like go out on the street and drink it. Like, I mean, I might do it, but chances are I might not even want the coffee, you know? That's what they were. Bay Area Starbucks employ lots of people of color. Yeah, they do. I'm totally against looting. Just affects everyone. The Target near my place was closed for a couple of days. Just because, oh yeah, it does sucks. Starbucks avoids paying taxes. You know, I know a lot of people, you know, whenever companies don't pay taxes, it makes you know, it makes people get really upset when companies don't pay taxes. But on the flip side, look at the benefit that they are providing. And they may not be paying taxes like today, but they're gonna eventually pay taxes. And look at like the benefit that they provide. You know, a lot of people say they say it's horrible things about Amazon, but look at how many people Amazon employ, right? And look at majority of people's crap come from Amazon. So the government doesn't pay taxes, and people don't complain about the government not paying taxes. And like Amazon is basically, in so many ways, they're like acting as if they're the damn government. You know what I mean? So, I mean, really, like, is it that bad that they don't pay taxes? I mean, it's one thing if Jeff Bezos himself don't pay taxes. I hear that argument, okay? But then it's another thing if a company doesn't pay taxes, but they employ hundreds of thousands of people who, I don't know, I don't know. Maybe I just got this all wrong. Maybe they should just pay more taxes, but if they paid more taxes, maybe they wouldn't employ as many people. I mean, honestly, if I was a business owner and if I had no taxes and then all of a sudden they tell me you got to pay taxes, the first thing I would do is I would just fire employees. I mean, from a business perspective, I would just literally just fire employees. Like, okay, I'm gonna pay more taxes. I'll just fire people, and That's just how most business people would think. Universal basic income. Now Amazon didn't Starbucks kick out two black dudes who wanted to use the restroom. I mean, they did, but you know what? I'm gonna be honest, dude. I went to Starbucks. I went to Whole Foods the other day, and I basically had I ran into a situation, right, with the manager, and I couldn't come in because I had the skateboard, right. Okay, I can sit here and say, look, I don't like Whole Foods because they won't let me come in here with a skateboard. I can say that. I can make the argument, or I can say maybe it's just that store. Maybe it's just that manager. Maybe that store acting funny. Because I've went to other Whole Foods with my skateboard and I never had that problem. So I get what you're saying. Like maybe they kicked out some people for not letting them use the restroom. But understand, like, some stores gonna treat you differently than other stores, yo. And I don't care who you are. Like some stores are just gonna treat you differently. Some places are just gonna be nicer and more friendly, and some places are just gonna just be an asshole. Now I'm not taking up for Starbucks, but I was really pissed off at those folks at Whole Foods, and I had literally called corporate Whole Foods. I haven't even told y'all about this, but I've called them every day this fucking week, and they have not got down to the bottom of this situation because they do not want to get down to the bottom of this situation because I completely proved them wrong, and they don't want to get down to the bottom of the situation. Basically, like I walked in with a skateboard, and the manager told me that like you can't have a skateboard in here because of COVID-19 and it's Whole Foods policy. So I was like, COVID-19, like what? COVID-19, like what? Like, is this a San Francisco rule or law or something? And he was like, yeah. So what do? I go to the city and confirm. The city's like, that's bullshit. We didn't say anything about banning skateboards. And then what do? I call Whole Foods corporate. Hey, what's your policies about skateboards? Oh, there's no such thing, right? So I'm trying to call someone else, like trying to take this farther up, like to see like why did your manager Frank kick me out? Wouldn't let me come in with a skateboard. It seemed like to me he just made that up because I sent someone else in there who didn't look like me, and they didn't have a problem taking an electric vehicle inside the store. So they basically gave me a hard time. So I'm still calling Whole Foods. I was thinking about just having a protest, just getting a whole bunch of people and just go in front of the store, and we just yell the manager's name. Okay, maybe that'll get their attention. I don't know. I'm just freestyling it. But then at the same time, like, I don't want to just like I just say fuck Whole Foods. Like I don't want to ever go to Whole Foods again. You know. But I don't know. I kind of have other ways. I mean, it just kind of pissed me off, like how I can. It was this Asian chick that went in there and she had no problems, but like they just gave me such a goddamn hard time. I'm like, okay. Maybe I should like find some lawyers or something, yo. Because honestly, like I see how people, like honestly, I see myself treated very wrong in a lot of situations here, and I just sort of like just don't worry about it. Like very wrong sometimes, you know. It just really pisses me the fuck off sometimes. Yo, let's get this protest started. Fizz, I'm a man. Best Starbucks no cream. In order to shop at Whole Foods, you have to be a rich, a crazy rich Asian. That's not true. Whole Foods is freaking cheap in the city, I think. Whole Foods is cheap, yo. Shit is not. Like, I think in the city, like, the prices are cheaper than other places. Because I went to Whole Foods, like, in my hometown, Memphis. And as crazy as it sounds, like, I don't think the prices are the same. Like, I don't think the prices are the same at all. What college did you go to? I really didn't really go to college. I just like travel like all over the world and just been around different people, different backgrounds, just different people. You know, self-educated for the most part, not living in America the whole time. You know, which Whole Foods? The Whole Foods on Market Street. Freaking security guard was just like, "Oh, you can't bring a skateboard in here. You got to leave it up front." And I was just like, really? I had to leave it up front? So if someone steals it, like, are y'all gonna? No, we're not responsible if anyone steals it. But like, you're telling me I have to? Well, can I talk to the manager? And then as I'm waiting for the manager to come, he like kept arguing with me and stuff. You thought I went to Vanderbilt? I didn't go to no fucking Vanderbilt. If I went to Vanderbilt, I believe me, I probably wouldn't be sitting there talking to y'all because I would probably think differently of myself. Oh, I don't want to live stream with random people online. I went to Vanderbilt. I'm so much better than those people. Oh, I'm so much better than this. I went to Vanderbilt. I can't do anything below this, you know? I don't think like that. You seem pretty educated. I don't know. I guess it really depends on the definition of educated. Or do I seem well rounded? You know? I don't know, dude. Like, I don't really meet a lot of people that just see the world like I do on my wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a weirdo. That's why I like San Francisco. I fit right in. There's plenty of weirdos here. Just another one. You should at least get 20 off the coupon the next time at least. Mm, I see. Right? That should at least give me 20 off. I'm gonna keep calling them, yo. I'm for real gonna keep calling them until I get down to the bottom of this. Because basically, what I want to, why I keep calling them, what I'm trying to figure out is I want them I really want someone from corporate to tell me why their manager, like, basically, like, just made that up. Because I actually have it on video. Like, I have it on video of them saying it, you know? And I've also, like, have it on video of me confirming with the city. Like, I have all this proof, you know? And then they're just, like, ignoring me, you know? And I'm just like, but why did they let, why is it not okay for me to do it, but then some other people can? They just can't get to the bottom of that. And that's the part that's kind of pissing me off. I mean, if they just apologize, I would be cool, you know? But you know what it is? Like, it's profiling. That's what it is. Like, I walk in with a hoodie on and a skateboard, and they just think there's just some dumb black dude, you know? No, I'm just not, yo. Like, I'm not. Like, how can you make your life a living fucking hell? I was wondering, where are you at? I'm in San Francisco. Or you want me to be more specific? Like, I'm by Van Ness, yo. So you can't travel with the pandemic going on. I can travel, but like I don't really want to travel. You know, I was in South Africa. No, I wasn't in South Africa. I was in Macedonia, and I met this chick, this American girl, and we were messaging each other online. It's crazy because I don't really just talk to American girls when I'm traveling outside the country. Like an American chick, like where am I gonna meet one at? What, London or some shit like that, right? So I'm talking to this chick, this American chick. Actually, you know how I met this chick? I was mentioning this chick. She was manager's race. He's this white dude who's wearing a fucking Thrasher shirt. So he probably didn't like me because I had a boosted board that cost like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, because a lot of normal skaters don't like e-skaters. I was talking about something totally different. Now I got sidetracked, but whatever. Whatever. I don't know. I was talking about something else. Maybe if I like read the comments. Oh yeah, so I was talking about traveling, right? So like, yeah, this American chick. I was staying in like this hostel in Macedonia, and she came and she was talking to this British dude, right? And then we start hanging out because I was really tight with the British dude, and we've been in contact ever since. And now she's talking about traveling, and she's talking about how like she has a friend in San Francisco, and I think she's gonna come out to SF, which is dope. So I could get a chance to see her. I haven't seen her in a minute. That's pretty cool. When will you be doing more traveling vlogs? I don't know. I don't know. Do a protest in front of the store. I think that would be a good idea. That maybe that'll get their attention. That's what I was thinking. If we did a protest in front of their store, that maybe that'll get Whole Foods to like answer. I mean, because basically, this is what I want. I want Whole Foods to be like, look, I basically want Whole Foods to ban them, because if Whole Foods just ban them, then I can go tell the whole skater community, look, you can't take your shit to Whole Foods, so don't ever go there anymore. But see, they're not gonna do that because that's what the manager said is complete bullshit. Okay, it's complete bullshit, and that's why they won't. That's probably why they won't call me back, because they're like, yeah, we don't have any rules about skateboarding. Skateboarders coming into the store. They just don't want to get involved because they know he's wrong, and they don't want to. They don't want to say he's wrong because they don't want to admit it. But if we had to go out a protest in front of the store, people that are going to shop, they probably wouldn't want to go to Whole Foods. That's the problem, because they're going to be afraid. Because people are so afraid of protesters now. People are so afraid of protesters now. If we had a little protest in front of that store, I bet like that'll get their fucking attention, yo. They will probably be afraid that we're gonna come back and break windows on skateboards, like for real, like for real. That'll probably get them to wake up. And I don't even I don't want to do that. That's not my plan or anything. I mean, there's plenty of cameras. They would see me down there anyway. But like that's how they get their attention. Because then they'll get scared as fuck. They'll be like, some skaters are down there. Well, just let us into the goddamn store. Let the black one to the goddamn store. And then we won't have this problem. But they want to act like that. It just kind of pisses me off. Kind of pisses me off. Tell your friends you love them. Let's protest. I mean, I just gotta get some skaters to go, yo. I would love for people to block the fucking parking lot so no one could get in the parking lot. Let's just shut that shit down. And then they'll probably come out and apologize. And be like, look, don't fuck with us. Maybe I should just make YouTube videos talking about it. Because I haven't made any YouTube videos talking about it. Should I make YouTube videos talking about it? I know my streams are like super boring now because there's not that many people in the stream anymore. Do you gamble in casinos? I don't gamble in casinos. I used to just for a very, very short amount of time. I think I went through a phase for like 2 or 3 weeks I was going to casino. But I think that was because I wanted money and I just kept going back because it was so fun, and I just got to a point where like, look, let's go do something else. You know what I mean? What do you think about stock options? I mean, stock options are cool, but it's something that I don't really do all the time. It's something that I don't really just specialize in it, so I don't just do it. I haven't did options in a minute. You're not born. I'm listening. Wow, looking for workout equipment. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, you can make mad money off stock options. Like, I mean, you can double your money. Like, way easier in stock options than you can holding a stock for the amount of time it takes to double in value, which can be however long it takes for the double in value. If it's a year or if it's 7 years, depending on the stock. May at risk downside, and that's the main reason why I don't mess with options that much. I would do more options if I was the type of person that had like hundreds of shares in a company that paid dividends, and if I held on to these shares for a couple years, then options would actually be a good thing to do, because now you're basically purchasing an insurance plan on those stocks that you actually have, because in that scenario, like if you think the market's going to go down and you've held XYZ stock for 5 years and you've made a lot of gain on this stock, and if you think it's going to go down in the short term and you don't want to sell it because you don't want to pay taxes, because if you sell, you pay taxes. I mean, how do you hedge yourself when you think it's going to go down, Well, you would do an options contract, So that would be a perfect time to do an options contract, because you can still hold on to those shares. You don't have to sell them, because when you sell them, you're going to have to pay taxes, And maybe you have a lot of shares. Maybe it could be worth like $100,000 or $200,000, and then you sell like $200,000 worth, and then you have to pay taxes on that. Like that might mess up your whole year, you know what I mean? But instead, you can just do an options contract, options contract, and if you are incorrect, guess what? You lose the money that you put on the options contract. But then if you were incorrect, you didn't have to sell the shares. The shares went down, but that options contract is worth way more to offset the shares that you own going down. So that's the only time I would really use the option. Right now, that's like the only time I would use an option. If I think something's going to go up and I want to make like a lot of money in the short term, I'll just buy it. But if I don't have enough to buy it, I won't do it, But then right now, I'll purchase option contracts on anything I have over 100 shares on it, and I don't want to sell for tax purposes. That's the only reason I'll use options. But outside of that scenario, I'm not gonna really use options. Y'all getting sleepy. I'm talking about options. My bad. We can talk about something else. What do you think of the PS5? I don't really know too much about the PS5. Do you have a Roth IRA account? I have the Roth, and I also have the. I have the Roth, and I also have the other one, the traditional. I have both. So the reason why I have both is because like I save like mad money, right? Like mad money. I save like all my money basically. And if you have the traditional, you get that little tax break. But then if you put the money in the Roth IRA, you can like put like $6,000 a year in the IRA, and then let's say like, and then you can take the 6,000 out, right? Because on the IRA you pay taxes before you put it into the market. Now, I kind of use the IRA one because I already have the traditional one. The IRA one is more of a short term savings. You know what I mean? Because you can put the 6,000 in there a year, but then let's say you put like 6,000 in there for 4 or 5 years, you can withdraw that principal without any penalties. So if I ever get to this situation where I'm in a situation where like, look, I want to settle down and I want to stop traveling, right? And I want to like just go somewhere and like just chill. Maybe I want to go live in Memphis, right? Or if I want to go live somewhere in the Philippines, right? And if I want to buy something that costs like, I don't know, let's say if it's like 80,000 or 100,000. Well, if I need some money to put down, it would just come from the Roth. It would just come from the Roth, or it could come from another account. But like, I think it would come from the Roth because my other accounts, like don't really want to take from them because they all have different purposes. The Roth doesn't have a purpose except for like housing in the future. That's like my thing for the Roth because like the traditional is like the one that you can't touch for 85 until you're 85. So how do you save and also travel? That's damn impressive, my God. So I like once again like I save a lot of money, yo. I am the type of person that I always buy things that make money. Okay, it's very rarely you will see me buy things that don't make money. Okay, and if I buy something that don't make money, it's the type of thing that's disposable. So like, it's so cheap that like, so what if it doesn't make money? Or it's the type of thing that like, it has value in it, or it's some sort of brand thing, right? So like after I use it, I can still sell it and still get some value out of it. You know what I mean? So that is saving money and also buying things that make money. Okay, buying things that make money is very important because if you got a job, right, and you make $1,000 a week, and every week you take $100 and you save it, or you take $200 and you save it, right, and then you get to $2,000, right, you save up to $2,000 and you take that $2,000 and you invest it into something else that's gonna keep making you money, right? Now then on the flip side, you still saving $100 to $200 a week, right? And you already got this other thing that costs $2,000 that's making you a little bit of money every week, right? You got that over here going, and now you're over here working on the second one, right? You're working on that second two stack or three or whatever, you know, you're working on that second. You're taking all that money's gonna keep making you money, right? You will get to a point where you won't have to work because you will have other things working for you. You know, so that's one thing I do. Also, I like to experiment with a lot of stuff. Like, I literally took, I literally took $700 when this pandemic started, and turned it into about $4,500 in 3 months. That's just something like a really simple business I started doing with like the t-shirts, right? Like a lot of people think when I said I want to make t-shirts, like they thought that I wanted to start like a t-shirt factory, right? They thought that I wanted to start like I wanted to open a mall store. I want to have all this shit. No, that's not the name of the game, yo. That's too much work if you ask me. Like I just want to do random stuff. Like I want to be a jack of all trades. I want to be very difficult to duplicate. Okay, that's the name of the game for me. You know, I mean, it's all simple stuff that anyone can do. You know, I feel I'm a 20-year-old student living in working in an ice cream shop in SF and need all the tips I can get. Smart, thank you. Can you visit Chavez? The pandemic have helped me save so much money. No transportation, no money spent, no shopping. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like since this pandemic started, I have never saved so much money like ever in my life. Like I've never saved so much money like ever. Like it's crazy. Like because there's really nothing to buy, and it's not like it's just like it's not like I'm traveling. Like that's a large percent of my income. A large like last year, like a large chunk of my income just went to like airplane tickets, you know, and travel, like you know, airports, you know. But this year, none of that. It's not going to any of that. You know where it's going this year? It's going to freaking eBay, yo. Like it's going to eBay. It's going to Amazon. Like it's just like lately I just been buying stuff just because I'm just in the same place. So another video I'm gonna make from you guys. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Zepfo. It's this app. They sell clothes, very similar to H&M. Dude, I like went ham on this app. I like bought like $150 worth of stuff, and I was literally shopping on this app as I was talking to my roommate that lives like she lives on the floor, but she lives like the next like two doors over, right? And I'm sitting there talking to her, and I was like just shopping like crazy. Like I bought so much stuff on this app, yo. Like I bought so much stuff, yo. And everything's like super cheap, dude. Like it is super cheap. Like shirt $12, pants $20. Like these pants I got here, I got these from there. They're like just like just random little hippie pants, you know. But I like got like two more pairs of these pants, and then I got like another pair of like just sort of different color, crazy color pants, and then I got some button down shirts because I like button down shirts in my life. So I got one, two, three, four, five, six. I got six different like button down shirts. They're all like short sleeve, but I just needed some button down shorts in my life, and then I got one pair of shorts. Cause y'all, I know it. Y'all, I love shorts, right? I'm obsessed with shorts. So I got another pair of shorts. So I bought a bunch of shit. So and I also got like just a random. It's not exactly an American flag shirt, but it's kind of half. You'll see it when it comes. But I'll definitely do an unboxing video and try some of this stuff on because they got some dope stuff on this out. And they hit me up from Instagram or something. They didn't hit me up like to be like, yo, take our free stuff, but like I seen the ad on Instagram and I was like, this looks dope. No, I seen it on Facebook. You know how like if someone, yo, you know how if someone on Facebook, if they like something, you'll be scrolling through and you'll see the ad and then it'll say your friend liked it, right? And it'll show you your friend's name. So like it was this chick that I used to talk to and was like such and such like this app. And then since she liked it, it actually got me to click on it. So I clicked on it and I was like, oh damn, I like them pants. And I was just like click, 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 boom. I just bought them like just right there off the bat. And then now I like bought a whole bunch more crap off that. Alright, hey Jermaine, I love you. I've been watching your vlogs, bro. And enjoying them a lot. Oh, thanks. That's what's up. That's what's up. For real, it would be entertaining reviewing stuff. Yeah, okay, I'll definitely do it. Who do you think killed Kobe? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Some people say what they call those people, um those hot people in power, the 666 people, Jay-Z and Beyonce are part of them. The Illuminati. Yeah, that's what they say. They say the Illuminati. Cool. You got to teach me how to make money. Make money. It's it's easy to make money. You gotta push yourself. You gotta push yourself. You gotta apply yourself. And you know what you gotta do that's very important? You kinda you kinda have to be low key about it, yo. Like you kinda have to be low key about it. You know what I mean? The best thing to do is make bank and then just be super chilled about it. Like just be so nonchalant about it, just like a normal day, Like I have plenty of days where like I just make bread, yo, and I'm just like, dude, I didn't even do much. Like I'm just chilling. You ain't gotta like be a show off, And once again, if you keep your money working for you, you'll just make more. And I say stack money, yo. Like save, 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 save. Saving is so important. And saving is so important. There's so many creative ways to cut your spending. Like for example, I'm gonna say a quick way to cut your spending right here. Every now and then, usually I don't have breakfast, right? Lately, I, maybe I get out of bed at like 8, 9, 10. Get out of bed, rush over to the store, go shop and start working, right? And then lunchtime, that's when I eat. Lunchtime, like usually like I try. Lately, I've been going to more restaurants, right? Definitely this week, I've been going to more restaurants. I've been hitting on my Asian spot. $25 here, $25 there, $30 here. I've been hitting them up because they've been closed. So every time they're open, like I always give them like a fat tip, and then I don't just get one thing. I always get like 3 things. So I have been going out a lot more. But one way I like to save money this may not be so easy for everybody because maybe you're far away from home or something like that. Maybe it just requires a little bit more planning. Is if you go out to eat every day, because I like lately I've been starting my routine of going back out to eat, and I haven't really been cooking much, especially this week. I don't think I cooked at all this week, except for putting this piece in the oven. Okay, you know, if you're used to spending $10 a day, $15 a day on lunch, it's okay to spend $10, $15 a day on lunch. But try to hang back one day, right? Try to hang back one day. Like if you go 5 days a week, you always spend $10, $15. Try to like make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich one day, and then like try to make it 2 days, and then like try to slowly like pack a lunch. Like try to slowly wean yourself off, because if you can save $15 a day for 5 days in a row, I mean, how much is that? What, 30 plus 30 is 60 plus 15, that's $75 a week, you know? So you can save money that way too. Slowly by cutting your expenses. But um, otherwise I figured out how to save money is to just invest in businesses that don't really require a lot of things, don't really require a lot of invest in businesses that don't have a lot of overhead, because bam, you can make money and you can like save a lot of money because you can make money with less money. You get it? So I got a homie down in SoCal. He loves to invest in different businesses all the time, right? But he likes to invest in businesses that have a lot of overhead. He likes to invest in businesses that have a lot of overhead when when there's no money to be made. For example, he has like a party bus, right? And he also has a couple like limousines and town cars. So when he is not, so right now this pandemic has been going on, and he still has to pay for those. Like he still has to pay insurance. You know, where he lives, he still has to like move them every once in a while. And like some of them, they have parking lots, no, parking spots that he pays for. So they have a lot of expenses. You know what I mean? Like a lot of expenses. And when you're not making money and you still have expenses, like this can be pretty brutal. This can be pretty draining. So invest in businesses that have very little very little startup capital, or invest in businesses that are very fluid. For example, stock is a really good one, but one thing I just started to experiment with just recently is like the t-shirts, like making the t-shirts, and it's something that I don't want to do all the time. It's something that I don't want to do like all the time, but it's lucrative. Like it really is. I mean, for example, you can get t-shirts for well, I mean, I'm not really even selling my t-shirts anymore. I'm actually selling the fuck the virus shirts. And I mean, it's really easy to make. And the markups are insane. You know, it costs like less than $2 to make, from the shirt to the vinyl. Yeah, it does take some time to print, but I mean, it's very profitable. You know, and it doesn't take a lot to get started. I'm talking about like less than $700 to get started, and you can easily make $700 in a week. I'm not exactly trying to make $700 in a week off the shirts, because I can make $700 a week doing other things that would be easier than staying at home making shirts. Okay, hint hint, easier than staying at home making shirts. Now making a couple $100 of shirts a week is manageable, because that way I'm not getting burnt out on doing the same thing. I don't feel like I'm running a t-shirt factory. You know, I feel like, hey, I'm just gonna go home and print some t-shirts out on my printer and stick them in some boxes and ship them out. Yeah, but I don't have to do it every day, you know. So I would say something like that. Social media would be the easiest one for anyone to get into. Doing something on social media, yo. That would be the easiest thing to do, because everybody has something they can talk about on social media. Believe me, if you think your life is boring, if you think you have nothing to talk about, believe me, you can talk about something on social media and monetize off of it and grow. I was thinking of investing in DJ equipment. And DJ equipment is another one. See, DJ equipment is something that, once you buy the upfront cost, right? Once you put that, you get your DJ equipment, it doesn't cost you money to store the DJ equipment. You can easily have it at your house. It's not like a car or cars or buses. So DJ equipment, that would be something that you can easily, I would say that's a good one. And then that's kind of one of those businesses that bends, it bends. It's not something that you have to do all the time. It's not an everyday type business. When you go open up a corner store, you gotta be working that corner with that corner store, yo. You can't be taking no days off. But with businesses like that, a DJ business, yeah, you're very, 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 very fluid. If you want to, you can do weddings. You can graduate from weddings. You can maybe do a nightclub like every Friday night, every Saturday night. You can work your way up with that. I really like to push people to do hustles, right? I really like to push people to do hustles, because doing hustles, you are going to make way more money than doing one thing, okay? Than doing one thing. You got to do hustles. You have to do a lot of different things. And the best place to do that, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but the best place to do hustles is the city, yo. It's the city, because you can move around. You can be in a lot of places at one different time. You can have a lot going on. So I would say the best way is to have a lot to have a lot of different things going on. No, I do not lend money, because if I lend you money, I'm gonna charge you some ridiculous 100% interest. And the reason why I'm gonna charge you 100% interest is because I'm literally not in the business of lending money. So if I'm not in the business of lending money, you probably ain't gonna get the best rate from me. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. But if you go down to somebody that lend money all the time, they probably gonna have a better deal for you. But me, I don't specialize in that. So I'm gonna give you some crazy, ridiculous interest rate. With some fees on top of that, y'all. Never mind, my speakers were turned down. Yeah, cut them speakers up, y'all. Never lend money. No, I'm not lending money. T-shirts, Skittles, T-shirts, etc. It's crazy, with the T-shirts, because I actually had this idea of making shirts, basically random shirts for YouTube, and it went a whole completely different way. I'm to the point now where I probably will be closing the Shopify store very soon, because like I said, this was an experiment, and I'm cool with selling other shirts. I'm literally cool with selling other shirts instead of my own shirts. Nice to hear that. You're talking about what you're doing in the chat. Yeah, I used to talk about stocks all the time back in the day. Jermaine, you should look into simulation. You can convert an screen printer into it yourself and create conversions. Well, I do have the vinyl cutter. If I would do a simulation, I would just get a sawgrass printer. I wouldn't mind, paying and getting the actual printer. But I don't think I'm really gonna do sublimations that much. I don't really I like sublimations, but the sublimations that I want to produce, you can't produce those at home. That you need a factory, bottom line. Because the sublimations I want to do, basically the sublimations that I like is something that I would make. I'll show you the sublimations I like, and you can't hang with this. So the sublimations I like this. This is a full sublimation. Um, Now, what I mean by full sublimation, I mean full, like, this is how you tell what's a full sublimation. So basically, this was printed onto the fabric, and then they stitched it. And believe me, I cannot produce that at the house. Because you can look at the stitching, that's printed and then stitched. Will you ever start some type of consulting business? I'm trying to learn how you make money without doing much work. Everybody's trying to make money without doing much work, but I'm gonna keep it real. I work my ass off. I work my ass off, yo. I work my ass off, but I work my ass off in different ways. Like some days I chill. Today was somewhat of a chill day. I did 3 deliveries and a TaskRabbit job. And today was a chill day. I think I only made like $250 today. Yeah, today was slow. That was slow. But yesterday I was freaking, I was so bummed out yesterday. I was so over it, yo. This caveat paid more than Uber Eats and stuff. No. So the 250 I made today was just from the apps. That's not including YouTube or affiliate marketing or anything. You know, another way, another income stream that I make that I actually don't really talk about, I don't produce. I really need to push this one a lot more. I'm gonna push it right now. Yo, go sign up for Webull. You can get 2 free stocks if you go sign up for Webull. Like, that's another income stream for me, is getting people to sign up for investing apps. Like, you would be surprised. Like, I actually make like a decent amount of money getting people to sign up. It's kind of interesting how you make money, because on Robinhood, you get a free stock. Put link in chat. Okay, I'll put it in the chat. I'm gonna do it from my other phone though, but I'm gonna still put it in chat. That's another way, because on Robinhood, you mainly, whenever someone signs up, you get a free stock. Usually, it's $10 or $15 or so. But sometimes they're like hundreds of dollars. So Robinhood gave me 4 shares of Microsoft. 4 shares. And as of now, and when they gave me the 4 shares of Microsoft, because for signing up people, when they gave me the 4 shares of Microsoft, they were like a lot less than what it is today, right? And now those 4 shares are worth $755. You know, and they just gave me 4 shares just for inviting people. So that's another way, like, I make money, is with, because that's how I talk about the stock market. It's like in a certain, somewhat. You need to be rep on the e-bike company. So the thing, guys, so crazy. I'm probably not gonna be right. I'm not gonna be pushing the rad bike that much, because the thing with the rad bike that I don't like is I don't know if this makes any sense, but I really don't like it's, I think it's a bike that they marketed towards older people, right? So I'm gonna get another bike. Like, I'm still gonna keep the rad bike. I'm still gonna ride it, but I probably won't be showing it off in videos as much, because, like, I don't know. It's with the Facebook group, the Rad Power Facebook group. Like, I'm not really having a good time with the group, and it's kind of interesting, but like, I'm just really kind of over the brand more than the bike. I like the bike, but I'm really over the brand, and it's like, I like the bike, but I don't like the brand, and if I don't like the brand, I don't care how good the bike is. Like, the brand can kill it. You know, like I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of over. I'm kind of over it, though. I'm kind of over it. Like, so I want to get a Van now, which is not as fast as a rad power bike. Yeah, Van. It's the bike from the. It's the bike from the Netherlands. It's actually made in the Netherlands. Like, it's not made in China. It's freaking a European bike. So that'll be dope. We're not. Like, I still ride the bike like crazy. Don't get me wrong. I still ride the bike, but it's something that. Okay, put it like this. This is kind of hard to. This is kind of hard to explain, but like, if I like, if I'm feeling something negative about something that I like talk about online, I'm not gonna wanna show it online anymore. Basically, bottom line. I feel negative about the bike, and it has nothing to do with the bike getting stolen. It has more to do with the association with the bike that I see on the internet. That's why I don't want the bike anymore. Like when I see the association, when I see the other people that ride this bike, I see what they have to say. I see how they react. I see that this is sort of like it's like a nasty bike, you know? Like, what company is this, you know? That's kind of why I don't want to ride the bike. I mean, bottom line, it's a branding thing. I don't know if this makes any sense, but maybe if y'all join the Facebook group, join the Rad Power Facebook group, right? I'm very active in that. And no, it's not a yuppie brand. No, it's not a yuppie brand at all. It is like majority of the people are retired people, and they just I do not want to be associated with the bike anymore. Put it like that. When I go to the Facebook groups and I see what they have to say, and I see what they talk about it, and I see the association, me and that bike, that me and that brand, that I don't like that association. Basically, it's kind of like this. Okay, no. I wouldn't say it's racist. I wouldn't say it's racist, but put it like this. Could you imagine if I was riding a bike where, okay, could you imagine if I was riding a bike that was really, really big for cowboys to ride, right? Really, really, really big for cowboys to ride, right? But then I'm riding it in the city, and I see other people, city people riding it. But then I know the branding behind it. Like it's like, I think it's for cowboys. So it'll literally make me not want to ride it, right? It'll make me not want to ride it because it'll be like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Let me find that's linked so y'all can get the free stocks. Basically, what I'm thinking about is I think that in the future, this is how brands are going to be marketed. I think that, like, I'm just noticing this very, very soon, but I think in the future, I think I'm speaking above my time. Let me see. How do I invite people? Just kidding. I missed yours. Why is this not working? Okay, here we go. Now it's getting hot in here. You see me around the city all the time. Um, I know I'm always around the city, yo. Thanks to you, I have my own shirts. People now digging it. Thanks so much for the idea. Awesome. Yeah, you should, dude. What up, James? What up? Why are you anti-scooter? Because of... I'm not really anti-scooter. I just don't want to. I just don't really like scooters as much as I like skateboards and bikes. I like bikes. Bikes are fun. Bikes are a lot of fun. I'm gonna put the link in here. So this is a link for Weeble. Yeah, so if you use this link, you get 2 free stocks when you sign up. You say good stocks right now. Like, I don't really, honestly, there's not a lot of good deals right now because we're at the top of the market. Almost at the top of the market. I don't really like to recommend stocks because I don't want to. Yeah. If it was made by Gucci, would. I probably wouldn't buy it if it was made by Gucci because it be too much going on. Be too much people. People still too much around him. Jermaine sell everything and but I don't wanna I love it. Don't buy it when they go buy something they go down. The future won't be no I won't. Branding is key. What stock would you recommend? Hell yeah. Don't know about this future. Wait. Jermaine, I have nothing of importance to add. Just want to say hello from New York. What's up, New York? Y'all city back open? Scooters have longer range. Yes, they do. I can watch Harry Potter. Jermaine has turned his backs on Red Power and boosted. I don't know. Boosted. I don't know. Red Power was one of them. I kind of had problems with them when I first bought the bike. I didn't have problems with them, but I kind of had problems with their branding when I first bought the bike because I'm trying to figure out, look, when you look for the range, why do they have 2 numbers for the bike range? Why can't they just have 1 number for the bike range, you know? That was like my biggest pet peeve with them when I first got the bike. So I'm still gonna, still gonna ride it and stuff like that. But in September, that's when VanMooh will have more bikes. I'm just gonna get another bike get a new bike from VanMooh. And their bikes are like $2,000. And if it gets stolen, they have people that'll go out and find it. And if they don't find it within 2 weeks, you get a new bike. The company just gives you a new bike. So I'm just gonna get one of those. I'm not gonna use it for deliveries. No, I'm not gonna use it for deliveries. It's just gonna be. I'm still gonna use the Rat Power bike for deliveries. Because the Rat Power bike is a delivery bike. Like, it's a big bike. And it's not like I make vlogs with the bike anyway, you know. So with the VanMooh bike, it'll just be like a cruiser. Is the delivery game hot right now? Yeah, it's hot. I mean, it fluctuates. It fluctuates, but it's really hot. Jermaine, you need to get another drone. Good question. I do need to get another drone. I don't know. But wish it was not so darn expensive. Just wait a couple of months. I see where rents. See where rents go. DoorDash is offering $2 extra for delivery. Oh, that's what's up. Maybe you should get a Vero Mobile. What's that? I have to get another drone. Do you watch Insecure? I'm filling my Maverick Pro if anyone is interested. Maverick Pro. You know, I would eventually get a drone. I don't know. I want to buy something else. I want to buy an ounce of gold next week. Because I'll still have it, you know. It'll go up in value. Hopefully it'll go up in value. Buy silver. Silver would be a good buy. Silver would be a good buy. It's been so windy. That real stuff, yo. No, I want to buy like just a gold 1 ounce Cougaram. I have a collection. Like I love gold, yo. Shit's fucking awesome. Precious metals are always a safe bet. I mean, invest in lithium. It's used in every battery. Damn, you're right about that. Because of you, I bought an electric skateboard and broke 3 ribs the first day. That's over. That's over 2,000 miles ago. Love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are the best GoPro 8 accessories? I should probably try to get that GoPro Mob. The thing you put the GoPro in, it has the microphone and you can add the attachments. You said the gimbal. I don't use the gimbal for the GoPro. The GoPro, I don't use the gimbal because the GoPro, it has the built-in stabilization. That's good enough. Any thoughts on drop shipping? You know, I've never gotten to drop shipping. I think drop shipping has kind of cooled off. I mean, I'm sure you can still make money with it, but probably not like you once could. Yeah, I never really got into drop shipping. But another thing I've been doing too, I don't really talk about eBay as much, but I sell stuff on eBay quite a bit. Like right now, I'm trying to get 100 items in my eBay store in the next like week, which is probably not gonna happen. And I look at the eBay store, running the eBay store is equivalent to the t-shirt business, right? I'm not trying to make $1,000 a week off of it. I'm just trying to make 100, 200. Mainly what the eBay store is doing is I basically use the eBay store to buy gold. Yeah, that's what the eBay store is for. So I'm always looking for something to flip on eBay. And then I'll just save up all the money in PayPal. And then once I get enough money in PayPal, you know, all the crap, because I basically will find crap to sell on eBay. What I mean by crap, something that is junk to me, but it's a treasure to someone else. You know, it's, you know, cheap stuff. Maybe I'll sell some random shoes that I bought $5. I'll flip them on eBay for 40, 50. You know, I'll find some books I can sell for 20, 30 bucks on eBay. You know, I'll go down, I haven't did this in a long time because we've been on lockdown. I'll go to consignment store, you know, look around a consignment store. Maybe I can find something I can flip, get a little bit more money on eBay. So whatever the profits I do is I usually just take that. I'm just trying to buy some gold off eBay. Because see, I look at it like this. I'm taking all this junk and I'm turning it into gold. Okay? That's my perspective behind that. I'm taking junk and turning it into gold. That's just one little stream. You know, it's something I don't do all the time because I don't always have stuff to sell on eBay. But now I'm trying to get to a point where I make at least a. What is going on with this? Is my internet working now? Seems like the U.S. Seems like the U.S. is falling apart. I don't know. I spent my stimulus check on some Jordans at so-far. Well, you straight then. You cool. Yeah, you good. You fresh. I'm not really worried about it. They said the U.S. is falling apart. I think we're just gonna hit some hiccups. I think there's a political agenda in play. I think what is going on. I think that this George Floyd thing. I don't know. Let's just keep this stream PG. Things are getting real bad in the United States. Would you consider moving to Europe? See, I'm gonna tell you something really bad about Europe, yo. Europe. It's just a matter of time before there's an all-out another war in Europe. It's just a matter of time. And you know who's gonna be the epicenter of that war? You know who's gonna be the epicenter of that war? right where Elon Musk is building that factory, Germany. Yep. Because you look at all the refugees that have like entered Europe, it's just a matter of time, you know. Give them a couple years. Give them a couple years. It's gonna be a religious war. That's what it's gonna be. And people looking at Trump, see, I'm tell y'all something. When it comes to when it comes to the politics, yo, I don't even trip. I don't even trip because it's all a big play. So like Trump is very very against like Muslims, right? And some people like it, some people don't. But I kind of I don't want to say I agree with Trump, and I don't want to say I see what Trump is saying, but basically I'm gonna word it like this. Trump made a statement how he didn't want Muslims to come to the U.S. And when you look at how the Muslims are like all over Europe right now, you give it 20 years, Germany's gonna be Muslim. Trump didn't say he was against well, okay, he didn't say he was against Muslims, but he basically said he was against Muslim countries, so that's basically against Muslims. He blocked all those Muslim countries from coming to the U.S. So, okay, let me take that back. Trump is not against Muslims, but Trump is against people who are from Muslim countries, all right? Okay, so I just cleared that up. Okay, so, I think it's just going to be a religious war in Europe. And Europe is, yeah. I mean, look at all the refugees from Syria. I think it's just a matter of time. You know, how long? 5-10 years. Yeah, it's just gonna be. I mean, Europe's already super broke anyway. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they are. Basically, all the West is broke. I mean, we can go ahead and say that. But Europe is in a really bad situation. Like, they're in a really bad situation, yo. And yeah, it's a crazy situation. It's just a matter of time, so. It's just a matter of time. It's scary, yo. We don't need Sharia law here. But the UK, for real, about to get Sharia law. They about to get it in, I think, in about 10 years, UK is it's gonna be all Muslim. Because, like, right now, I don't know what the population is, but what's the thing is, what's gonna happen in Europe is the people are gonna get outnumbered. Like, Europeans are gonna be outnumbered because they're not having children. Since they're not having children, you have the Syrians coming, they have 5 kids, and a European family has 1 kid. And I would say in 40 years, Europe will be a brown country, just like America's gonna be brown. hmm And then he didn't let America turn into France. Everyone is moving to Africa. Brown, round. It's gonna be very brown. It's gonna be a brown world. It's going to be a brown world. I mean, I think that's why America's going to shit. People are like, ah. Sharia law. Oh my gosh, Sharia law. If they had Sharia law, I'd probably go jump out of the building. Just be like, man, I'm out. It's just Sharia law. You ain't finna see no women in no booty shorts no more. You ain't finna see no women in no yoga clothes. You ain't finna see no women nowhere. Like, what the fuck? Women. Women are like animals. I don't know. I don't want to say it like that, but like, you just ain't finna see women. You ain't finna see no clubs, no drinking. I mean, you might as well just be on quarantine all the time. No, well, the Muslim. What about London though? What about London? Because my homies in the UK, in London, say something completely different. They're like, yo, we outnumbered. That's what they said. Just smoking around, will be fun. I mean, I don't really care, yo. I don't really care, yo. Who is talking about virtual porn? You think virtual porn's better? Yo, another adventure. It's like weird. I can hear someone's voice. England is now 40% English. That's what I thought. Oh, that's what I thought. I mean, last time I was in England, I was like, huh, am I in Saudi Arabia? You know? Jermaine, go cook something for us. I don't want to cook anything for y'all. I mean, I had pizza tonight. Like, I think someone's smoking out the window or something. Oh, shit. Man, sending you good vibes from Colorado. Lots of younger people are leaving Islam. Really? Maybe that was the plan to get them to come to Europe and leave Islam. England is repenting their colonist past. It's not a surprise. The Commonwealth is 90% black. That's one thing I do love about England, yo. There's so many black people in England, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, there's so many black. I love freaking. That's one thing I love about it, yo. Yeah, no, I'm not. I definitely don't hate Syrians. Like, I understand their situation. They're not all bad people. A lot of them were just people living in their country, and their country got destroyed. Not everybody from Syria is a bad person. I mean, there's lots of normal people that were honest people that just, they were just living normal life. Like, the guy that worked at the mall, person that worked at the shop. Person that was working at the university, that they are not all like bad people, that they just had a very, very serious situation that happened. Save them, right? They ripped off the world. But yeah, they've definitely done a lot of things in the world. First time going on an airplane to Florida. Can you give me advice? Flying from Philly. I can give you no advice because I don't know what it's gonna be like. Like, I haven't flown. Before. I haven't flown since the pandemic started, so it's just gonna be a different experience. Like, maybe you're definitely gonna have a mask on. I don't think there's gonna be food. I don't think that there's gonna be, maybe they'll have like a snack in a bag or something, but it's not gonna be like, I mean, on a domestic flight, you wouldn't, they wouldn't give you food anywhere unless you're sitting in first class. But even in first class, they're not giving food anymore. Business class, whatever you call it, front of the plane, they're not even giving you food anymore for that, so. I don't know. This is insane. So, yeah, it is a short flight. As long as you can swim for water landing, you're good. A sneeze in an airplane is as bad as a bomb. Probably, dude. I would not want to be sneezing on a fucking plane right now. Don't worry. COVID will only protection. Yeah, no, they say 2040, 45 is gonna be it. They say that's when America's gonna be that's when it's gonna be a dark country. I think it might be a dark country before then. Lots of economists are saying it's going to take 8 years before things go back to normal. I don't think it's going to take 8 years. I don't think things are going back to normal. I think what's going to happen, we're just going to go in another direction. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, it's different. That's what it is. It's different. Like, it's different. Some people are going to do a whole lot better. But a lot of people are not, because a lot of people are going to be stuck on those old ways. I don't know. I'm very optimistic about the future, yo. Like, I'm very optimistic. Like, ever since this pandemic started, I've just noticed a lot more opportunities. I've just noticed that I just feel like me in the situation I'm in, I'm able to take advantage of a lot of resources that are in front of me. That this is just what I've noticed. Like, I'm just able to take advantage of a lot of resources and pull strings, and it's not the same for everyone. Like, I totally understand. If I was a business owner and I had a storefront business, I would not be sitting here like I am sitting here right now. But once again, I was the type of person that I like people ask me what type of things I do. I invest in things that are super easy to get into, super easy to get out of, don't really require a lot of work, don't really, just very basic stuff. Just very, very simple, practical things. Buy and sell, do this, do that. Coronavirus is going to change lives most than the world wars did. Just people being alone. Just sending people home. And people being alone is so bad for, people come together, That's life when people come together. And now we have, like, for months, people have just been just away from each other. People are afraid. Like, they're afraid to go out. I don't know if you got the coronavirus. You coughing? Are you sick? No, I'm not sick. I just got done smoking a blunt, yo. But people are just afraid, COVID gave online retail a boost. Would not at all be surprised if it wasn't pushed by Amazon. I don't think Amazon would do something like that. Because Amazon wouldn't be the only one who would make out for it. There'd be lots of companies making out for it. I don't think Amazon would be the one who would, but Amazon. Thanks for getting real. That's what's up. People were afraid before COVID-19. Are you sick? Are you sicker? Sticking around SF? Well, I am. Like, I'm gonna have to move from here pretty soon. This place that I'm saying. I don't know, like, how soon. It could be, like, within a week or 2 weeks. I don't know. Maybe I'll stay for another 2 months. I really don't know. There's, like, I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted. But, yeah. Yes, I think I am gonna stick around. I don't know where I'm gonna stay. I think I will. Maybe I'll try to move to a different neighborhood. Maybe somewhere in Selma. Maybe another neighborhood in the city. How do you live with just a place to stay and not a real home? What are you talking about? A place to stay and not a real home? Like a house, like a house that like I own, like a house that I own. Like, most people don't own a house, and that's it. Maybe I read your question wrong. Move to Daly City. Hey, but that's a minute from the city. Do you watch any Jermaine? She just recently fell in love with. No. Oh, it's really the hardest. You sport and live the good life. Yeah, for sure. Daly City is chill. It might not Yeah. Yeah, it might not be the best delivery spot. I have did deliveries in Daly City. When I had the rental car, I did some deliveries in Daly City. Home is anywhere your weed is. Mm, I hear you on that one. Once Europe gets this black president, oh yeah, Tenderloin is the best deal. I was actually thinking about moving to Bayview. I think about moving to Bayview, yo. Because the Bayview would be even cheaper than the TL. Bayview is good too. I mean, the thing I like about the Bayview is super local. I mean, ain't no tourists living in the Bayview. I think it's all local people, y'all. Favorite weed dispensary in SF. I like Bloom. Bloom. Bloom Room. It's my favorite weed dispensary in SF. How long have you been in this current apartment? So I've been here for like what? Since February? Yeah. But what I may do is I may just go travel for like a month or so and then come back to SF. No, I'm not just living in a room to pass out in. Like I have a freaking office in this room. Like, I have a huge closet with like lots of shit. I have like this desk. I have the cutter on that other desk. I have all the hard drives from YouTube on that other desk over there. I have all these drawers over here full of clothes. I have a freaking drawer. There's just so many freaking socks in this drawer because I'm obsessed with socks. What a bunch of crap in here. I'll probably just wake up one day and like throw half of this shit away. And then give the other half away and then just like move like 2 backpacks or something. I freaking love socks. I like so many freaking socks. Focus on surviving, making money out here. Yeah, our work ethic is a whole lot different out here than most places. Mm-hmm. MCD stock by I don't know. I guess I don't know. I haven't looked at McDonald's in a minute. SF, yeah, it is expensive. But I'm not gonna lie, the expensive places are like the best places, yo. They really are. Like, but for some reason, I really want to check out Seattle, yo. Like, I really want to check out Seattle. Something's calling my name to Seattle. I need to shave. I never shave. I'd never try to look GQ around here, yo. Wish we didn't have to think about money. I know, man. It would be a whole different world, man. It would be a whole different world if we didn't think about money. That's basically all we do. It's just work and make money. Try to figure out creative ways to hustle. But also making money is a game. It gives some people something to do. Jay, thanks for the live stream, man. You're welcome. And lose money on days like yesterday. Yeah. If there was no money, there would be no freedom. Use baby oil to shave. Who here would? Oh, you talking about those chicken sandwiches people are fighting over from what? KFC or churches? was so crazy. It would be Popeyes. It was Popeyes. People was fighting all those channel sandwiches. I thought it was so crazy when I was watching some of those videos, and like you would see the woman biting into the sandwich, and she'd just be like, "Oh my gosh, it's so amazing." And I'm just like, these reactions, yo, it'll really make these people want to go eat this food because they just want to experience it, you know. Maybe build a bio shelter. That's money. Yeah, I guess so. The new model says Corona will kill 10 million people. Is that 10 million people in America, or is that 10 million people internationally? Humans begin to cease to. I don't watch NASCAR. No, I never really watched NASCAR. I don't really watch sports at all. Like, pretty much no sports. I don't watch no sports. Worldwide news flash. We will all die. Probably. Yeah, I don't watch any sports. I'm kind of weird. That's one thing that makes me yeah, that's one thing that makes me out there. I wonder if coronavirus will save it. Guys, you already know, like, there's a video that like I can't wait to drop, but like I have to wait till like I move out to drop it. Hit move out to drop it. So I guess I will tell you where I'm staying and how much it is, but I'm just not gonna say it while I'm living here. But believe me, when I tell you guys are gonna be very surprised. And the reason why you're gonna be so surprised is because I actually had this deal before the pandemic. No news sports. Jermaine is the entertainment. The entertainment. Yeah, I didn't watch. I don't watch sports because I was so big into YouTube and editing and making videos. What happened to WeWork? No, so I believe it or not, I didn't pay for WeWork last month because I was like, I'm not gonna go, so I'm just not gonna pay. So I didn't pay. And then this month they charged my card, and I still haven't went. Like it's what day is it now? It's like the 12th, and I still haven't went. And they freaking charged me already. So I'm not really worried about that. But what I was gonna share with you guys is the place that I'm staying at now. I was gonna tell you guys like how much I'm paying because believe me, if you guys knew, you would just be like, what the fuck? But then I don't even know if it would, like, it's almost like I don't even know if it would be believable. I don't know if it would be believable. I don't even know if, I don't know if it'd be believable, and I don't know if it would even make a good video. Because you hear so many other people saying that they pay like $4,000, $3,000 in rent. And I mean, basically, I can literally make a video doing the complete opposite of what they're saying, yo. Good. Like, crazy. They're really cheap or expensive. Well, put it like this. If I'm talking about how other people online are paying so much, and I'm talking about how it may not seem realistic, do you think it's going to be expensive or cheap? Just think about what I just said. I'm just sitting here talking about how I don't think people are going to think it's realistic because of so many other people make videos and so many other people talk about how expensive it is here. And the video I have is going to be hard to convince people because they're going to be like, how in the fuck is he paying that? How did you find a and cheap deal is the real question. Dude, I'm really good at this. I'm really good at this. It's not really a website. It's not really a website. Like honestly, like it was really just it really wasn't something I looked. It was really honestly it wasn't something I did. Like I just found this place online. I called there. I talked to him, and then the pandemic happened. And when the pandemic happened, they were just trying to keep people to stay here. So they did. I was able to work out just an incredible deal, just because I just asked. I just asked for like a really low ball number, and they went up like $25, and I was just like, no fucking way. They just said yeah, like I literally lowballed them, and like I'm gonna make a video talking about this, but I'm not gonna make it now. Maybe it'll be in 2 months, but I like literally I was gonna move out. I was gonna go to another place, and it was like I actually tell you how much the other place was that I was gonna move to. I think it was 1,400 or 1,300. The other place I was gonna move to, and it was like really close to here. It was very very similar scenario, but I think the people definitely knew I was gonna move because it was time for me to go. Like my time was up, so I was gonna move, and then yeah, I just just I was talking to someone else in the building, and they're like, well, yeah, maybe you should just ask like just some. Maybe you should just ask like some random number, like some just low ball, because everybody's moving out. The pandemic is going on, and it was so many people moving out at that time. So yeah, I just asked for like just an insane number, and yeah, it worked out. So during this time, I'm literally able to save like a boatload of money because it's like yeah, it's like insane. Mm. But as soon as I move out, I'll also what I'll probably do is maybe tomorrow I'll like clean the room up, and then I'll just film a video, right? Because I don't know, I may be here for another week, or I may not. I don't know. Um, yeah. But I was just gonna straight like film the video, and then it'll probably come out whenever, maybe next week, or maybe whenever I moved out. Because I don't know if I'm. The crazy thing about it is, like, I say that I want to move out, but I don't know if they're gonna come back and say, hey, shit, there's no one else moving here. You wanna just keep this going? And I'm just gonna be like, let's keep it going. So, hmm, we are currently in a civil war. We're definitely in a civil war. Hmm. Yeah. I rent in SF. Hey, but pretty much, if you want to get any good deals in SF, whatever price you see on the websites, you gotta get them on the phone. Bring that price down. If they say 2,500, dude, tell them 15. I don't care where you see this price at. I don't care where you see this price at? Judging by this in your previous chats, you have quiet neighbors. No, I don't, because I can hear this one downstairs, and I have the window closed. And just tonight, it's kind of quiet. Like I don't hear fire trucks and stuff driving by and sirens. Damn, he probably pays around 12,800. Next place, really good deal. Yeah, the next place. It really depends. I really, really, really want to live at 500 Folsom. And it's crazy because if I end up living there, people would know exactly where I live. But I really, really want to live at 500 Folsom, y'all. But 500 Folsom is $4,000 a month. So I'm not going to pay $4,000 a month. That's $48,000 a year to live at 500 Folsom. I'm not going to pay that much. Why 500 Folsom? I like the architect of the building so much. Like I like the style of the building. It is a luxury building, which I don't really care about a building being luxury or not, but it's a high-rise building. That's what it is. It's a freaking high-rise building. I think it's more than 40 stories. I haven't been to the top. No, I haven't really explored it like that. But I really, really like 500 Folsom. It is a beautiful, beautiful building, you know. If I won the lottery, I would live there in the city. Like, straight up. Like, I would live there. Like, that would be the building I would pick. My favorite building before 500 Folsom was one Rincon. It's at Harrison and First Street. It's that tall ass building, Harrison and First Street. Like, I'm on YouTube looking at it now. 500 Folsom is dope, bro. I really like 500 Folsom Studio. 2,600? Are you serious? Cause 26 is a whole lot cheaper, yo. I saw 5,000, dude. Did they lower the price? No, I saw 4,000 for 500 Folsom. Cause 2,600, I would probably pay 2,500 to live there. And 2,600 is not that far away. Dude, I would freaking love to live there. I think it's $4,000 a month, yeah. I think the studio is like, the one bedroom is maybe 4,000. I don't think they don't have the prices on the website. Oh, really? So a studio is 2,600. Dude, see, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I may actually go talk to them because they have a special where they're giving out 2 months free rent. And if it's 2,600 and you get 2 months free rent, like, I think it'd be worth it. Where are you seeing these prices for 500 Folsom? Did you just like Google 500 Folsom prices and then it took you to like apartments.com and then apartments.com gave you the ballpark figure? Oh, okay, because I went to 500 Folsom and the website, it don't say that. Dude, $2,600, yo. That is like, and if I can get 2 months free rent, I may move there, yo. No, but when you actually click on it, it doesn't say 26. When you click on it, it doesn't say 26. It says 29. Yeah, so on here it says 26. Like on this part it says 26, but when you go scroll down, it says 29. Jermaine, I know if you got space, it's gonna be a good deal. Well, I would have a lot of space at a place like here, and more importantly, I would have a really sick view look out the window. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think, for some reason, I don't think that, I think it's too hard. Who here believes in emergency fund? Oh, I totally believe in emergency fund. Emergency fund is for real, yo. George is 1500. No, garage is 1500. Garage is 1500? At 500 Folsom? It's 2500? I said 1500. 2500? Always have one. Can't save money. I know. Different options for 500 Folsom. They're renting out. I've run nickel. I said for 2200. Probably. Basically, I already know that room in the closet. How much should you have for an emergency fund? You should have at least, what, 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Jay, you know how to work for $1. I do. 3 month living expenses. So you don't have to live too expensive. No, you don't have to live too expensive. Depends on where you at. You're right about that. 10% of your EF overall. I guess 10% is a good number. All these are good numbers, actually. Good examples you're saying. Jermaine, what about your first YouTube video when you start following 2 years ago? I didn't know why you had so much. Yeah, so I'm not as much of a minimalist anymore because it's really easy to be minimalist when you're living out of a backpack. But I'm not living out of a backpack anymore. But then at the same time, I also don't just have a lot of junk either. I just have more stuff than I would normally have. You know what I mean? Like I just bought a whole bunch of shirts offline today that I didn't have to buy, but I just bought them because I wanted them. You know, you know? I probably won't keep them forever. You know, but I just bought them because I wanted them, and that's one of the cool things to have when. That's one of the cool things about saving money. You can save money. You can buy things because you want to. You want to buy things. You know, you don't have to buy things on credit. You can just buy things. You know, and I don't usually just buy stuff all the time, but if it's something I want, like I'm not gonna hold back. Especially if I will enjoy it or get some joy out of it. You know, just buy it. You can save money and you don't have to be cheap. You know what I mean? You don't have to be cheap. You don't have to be this type of person that like you go to the restaurant and you go down and you go eat and you don't even tip them because you don't want to pay an extra 20% on what you already paid. You don't have to be cheap. You know what I mean? You can still go out. You can still spend money. Spending money is great. Like it's a good thing. Like I like to buy stuff. I like to get stuff. I don't want to just keep money all the time, but I do understand the importance of saving $1. Saving $1 for tomorrow. You can have another dollar tomorrow. You can have $100 tomorrow. You can have $100,000 tomorrow. Food, rent, bills, 3 6 months. Yes, it's very true. You should have a couple months of living expenses. At least 3 to 6, if not a year. Um, I don't just keep a year in emergency expenses just because I don't really see the need to keep a year in emergency expenses. I think I want to have some of that money in the stock market making money for me. Because it's in the situation where like if I got a year, 6 months worth of living expenses, and if I'm not working, and if I haven't been working for like 2 months, and I already blew through some of the money, and I know I got 4 months left, and if I don't think I want to be working in 4 months, it's kind of like okay, start selling some stocks. You know what I mean? Don't wait till the last minute to sell stocks, but start selling them. So I don't. Yeah, they had some affordable income Apartments at 500 Folsom. App closed. Oh, studio for 1029. One bedroom for 1169. But the problem is, what are the income requirements? Because a lot of the income requirements can, I think some of them can be, you have to make like under 70,000 or 80,000. And some of them could be less. For 1,000 a month, I think it's probably gonna be like, I think for 1,000 a month, it's the income requirements will probably be like 50,000 or 60,000 at least. So 2,052 for a studio. What website do you see that on? Oh, that's the minimum. Oh, okay, that's the minimum income. I was about to say, is that for 500 Folsom? What's the maximum income? Housing SF go? What, you know the maximum income for that? I know it varies by building. Oh, there's no max. Is anyone renting out their couch in SF? I mean, you join some of those Facebook groups. I'm pretty sure you can find somebody renting out their couch on a Facebook group. SF housing. I'm a server. The best way to save money is to stay at home if you're not going to eat out. Tip your server. Yes, I totally agree. Like, I totally agree. Wait, max $35.90 a month. $35.91 a month. Yeah, I would definitely not qualify for that. Definitely not qualify for that one, you know. $43,000 a year? No, I'm sorry, I would not qualify for that one. But that's actually awesome. That's amazing. Okay, that is so freaking amazing. That means that someone making $43,000 a year. Someone making $43,000 a year can live in a nice, fancy, modern, luxury building like that. Like, that's a good thing. Someone making $43,000, that could be a school teacher. You know, that could be a school teacher. That could be a firefighter. That could be a police officer. That could be like a normal person, not someone making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. City requires, yeah, I think the city requires 25 or 20% for below market rentals, and in some scenarios they don't have the 25% in the same building. Some scenarios they build a separate building for the 25%, like straight up. A lot of those buildings on Mission Street are like all 100%, 100% below market, and it's because they wanted to build a fancy building like in that area of what is it, Folsom and Spear, in that area where all those fancy buildings are. So they wanted to build, you know, high rises with no 25% people in the buildings, right? So instead, they just built a whole nother building for them on another side of the city, you know, which is like, you know, I guess the people still get their housing, but, you know, they put those people in a different looking building, you know, instead of having the poor people come out of the same building with them. But at least at 500 Folsom, the poor people and the rich people, they walk out the same front door, you know. I mean, I don't really care. Like I wouldn't mind to live at either one of the buildings. I mean, they're all brand new. I haven't eaten out much since early March. Oh, I know. It's crazy. BMI. Did you see a 69 New Music video? No, I did not. Yeah, I can kind of see the gentrification kind of being, it does have its benefits too. But I don't necessarily know what's going on with gentrification right now. I'm not drunk right now. I'm not drunk. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end this stream because I think I wanna bounce. Anyway, I love all of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night. Have fun. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Love, love, chicken grease. Let's hang out again tomorrow. I might like make another video of skateboarding or something, but we'll see. I love all of y'all. Bye bye. Booyah.